that this was a very serious undertaking. At the time, we were presented, and the RTM, as many of the members that are on the RTM today, are not experts in any field. They serve the town as a volunteer to help the town move forward in a positive direction. I don't think anybody serves on the RTM to hurt the town. That would be a very foolish thing to do, a very foolish motive for doing it. In any regard, the information that was reported to the RTM was very limited in scope. We heard information from an engineer at Fuss & O'Neill, and we heard information was given to us by the then town attorney, Penny Bellamy. And given the knowledge of the people in the room and what we were told that there was a possibility that the land might have been contaminated. There was a possibility that if the development went in there, that once the ground was disturbed, there could be leachate and gases emitting from the property because of the proximity to the landfill. We were told that in the event that should happen, the town was going to have a huge liability exposure because people that lived there were going to get sick and die, and the town was going to be liable for all the possible illnesses of all these people that were going to live there. This is what we were told, and quite frankly, I think they were scare tactics because we did not have any other information before us. What sitting member of the RTM would want to expose not only the town, I don't even think the town was the issue, but who in their right mind would want to expose citizens to something that might happen? God forbid, who would want to do that to another human being? The information was extremely limited in scope. There's a lot of discussion here tonight about the expert witnesses that weren't allowed to speak. Well, my question tonight, as I reflect back, is where were those expert witnesses when the town decided to take the property? Why weren't they brought in front of the RTM? Why was the scope of the information so limited? Expert witnesses should have been brought in at the time of the RTM was considering the action. So there was some level of confidence that this action was the proper action. We didn't get any information about test results. We didn't get any information to the contrary of what we were saying. There was limited information in terms that were presented to the RTM to make this huge decision. And I know for a fact that there were a lot of people on that RTM that were not comfortable making the decision. But at that time, when you were in politics, you just did what the first selectman told you to do. If he thought it was right, that's what you did. And things have certainly changed.
You administration, it was right there.